intractable as always.
Thank you so much, Justin. Welcome to Galaxy Today. And of course, I know today's going to be quite interesting as we'll be looking at two different topics today.
Well, yes.
So,
You didn't get to tell us your name.
I am Uche Onyekuluje. Justin already mentioned her name.
Don't mind me. All right, today we'll just start with a bit of a motivational chat just to, drive your day and then to make your day a bit, not a bit, very positive, start on the positive note. And we have a life coach with us here in the studios, and she will be talking about the tag alone is a little funny, but I'm interested in this one. She says it crazy laws for goal getting. We have Nika Gunjobi with us here in the studio. Good morning to you, Nika.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. So goal getting, not just goal getting. You said crazy laws for goal getting.
Yeah.
Well, what makes this laws crazy?
Yeah. What makes it crazy is that it's something that we do every day. But that crazy is an acronym.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an acronym that we're going to be looking at each of those letters.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at each of those letters. But before we go into those crazy laws,
Yes.
I would like our viewers to list 3 things. 3 things that they want to achieve to make this year different for them.
Money, money, money.
Oh, come on, Justin. Everybody's thinking about money. Okay.
Yeah, list out 3 things that you want to have to make this year different, because every year is peculiar on its own.
Yes.
And looking back, looking ahead, you look at yourself like you have not gotten anything this year. But I want to tell us that for the remaining few months, 2 months and few days, you can still get something done. So after
Regardless
getting
of how big your goal is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those 3 things, I want them to have a target, have a focus of 1 per month.
Okay.
1 for the remaining days of October, 1 for the remaining days of November, and the rest for December. So just 3.
Okay,
and specific.
I'm trying to look at it. So you said you named 3. Like for instance, if I name marriage.
Oh, come on, Justin.
Or in this October, we have barely 10 days to the end of October. So I can get married in 10 days, right? This is crazy laws, and I'm go getting it.
But what I believe is that whatever you set your mind to do,
you will do
it.
It.
Possible.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Just go to the registry, just a few takeaways, and the marriage is over, right? No,
that's for Justin.
No reception.
And after marriage, he's thinking about money. And I think you can never get enough of money. I mean, for Justin's people, it's ego dimpa. It is very, very essential. Okay, so you're saying that despite the fact that October is almost ending, whatever goal I set to do in the next few days is achievable. Or is it that there's some specific goals? Because I cannot just set a goal that I want to own a business empire and in 10 days it happens. I mean, okay.
There are processes.
Some realistic
There are
goals.
processes, yes. You must set, as we normally say, you must have a smart goal.
Oh,
and
yes.
it must be specific, measurable, and be realistic.
So
the ones that...
when you say smart, the smart is also an acronym, right?
Yeah, it's an acronym. So it must be realistic.
Okay.
But what I mean by having specific 3 things is that, when you have a focus on those 3 things, your mind will set to work, go to work on those things.
Okay, so for the benefit of viewers, and I know people who have ambiguous goals, I mean, you're saying 3 things now, and my colleague is already thinking marriage within 10 days. I mean, so let's look at, give us examples of these 3 things that you think are achievable. Just help some people guide their goals.
Yeah. Okay, like myself now, I have a goal to finish a book before the end of the year.
Oh, to finish writing a book.
To finish the writing of a book before the end of the year.
Okay.
So that goal I've started it since last year, but I've been working on it. So it's not something that when you are talking about
like a new goal.
Yeah.
It's something like a work in progress.
It's work in progress.
Okay.
So I've set my mind that before the end of this year I must achieve those goals. That goal. So that is one of my targets for the year. So when I'm talking about those 3 things, taking an example of finishing the book I'm writing before the end of the year. That is, I work with it every day. I work on those things every day to make sure that it will be achievable.
Okay.
And when we are talking about the crazy things, the first C is commitment.
Okay, I'm writing down.
Okay, we need to take note.
Commitment.
Okay.
Because anything you want to do, if you are not committed to it, you cannot get anything out of it.
Okay.
Commitment is just like the blood that is flowing in our body. That anything you set your mind to do, if you are not committed to doing that thing, you will not get any results. So for you to be committed to your goal, you must work on it every day.
Okay.
Those 3 goals that I said that we can list, working on it every day, you must commit yourself to working on it daily. Then another C that we can consider is concentration. Okay. You know, because our mind goes through a lot of things. We look at, I want to do this, I want to do that, like 20 things at a time. But you have to be focused. That is where concentration comes in. Okay. You must focus on what you really want. What is that single thing that if I achieve, I will be happy that I'm made for the year. So focus on that thing. That is concentration. Okay. Then another C is consistency. Consistency. You must be consistent with whatever you do. You know, this thing is a daily affairs. You must be consistent with whatever you are doing. If you are not consistent, you do it today, you leave it tomorrow, you leave it, and that is the place of procrastination. For you to fight procrastination, you must be consistent with your goal. So that's the 4th C out of that crazy laws.
Sorry, can I add another C to that? What of confession?
Confession.
Keep saying it every day.
Don't stop talking it.
Yes, don't stop talking it.
That's affirmation.
Affirmation,
yeah,
okay.
That's affirmation, confession. Stop, continue saying it. I achieve my goal by
this particular time.
December 20, be specific on the day. So thank you for that.
Thank you too.
That's the 4th C. Then the R is responsibility. You must take responsibility to achieve your goal. If you don't take responsibility, nothing can be done. Nobody can do it for you. In go-getting, when you are talking about go-getting, you need people to achieve your goal. But you are the primary actor of your goal. So that is the place of responsibility. There will be different kinds of circumstances will come that might want to derail you from achieving that goal. But you must take responsibility that I owe myself to achieve this goal.
So invariably that you don't have to make any excuse that because this particular thing didn't work out, this person didn't make up his own part of the deal, and that's why I can't achieve my goal. So whatever it is, you own up, you must accept all responsibility
for your goal.
Okay.
So the next A is accountability.
Accountability, okay.
Accountability. You must be accountable. Then in goal setting and goal getting, you must have an accountable person that's like a friend. It might be a friend, it might be a parent for the student, it might be a parent, it might be your husband, it might be somebody that you know that you had a confession that by this time I must be able to achieve this thing. And you tell that person will be the one to be reminding you that this thing you said you want to do, you have to do it. So that's the place of accountability. You must be accountable.
All right. But then does this accountability mean that whatever it is, or does it talk about maybe record keeping, be able to account for each particular movement and expenditure and all of that you make concerning that goal you want to achieve?
It's part of it.
Okay.
It's part of it.
All right.
It's just making yourself accountable for whatever you are doing so that you can achieve whatever you have set your mind to do. So the next Z is zealous. You must be zealous before you can achieve your goal. If you don't have any zeal, nothing can happen. So that the place of zealousness is in the place of action. When you take action to whatever you have set your mind to do, then you take action to do it. That is the place of zealousness. And without any zeal, nothing can be done. So these are the laws. Then the last Y is yield to instruction.
Yield to
instruction.
To instructions, okay.
You know, somebody said that if you don't follow instruction, it will lead to destruction. So everything that we want to do in life, there are steps that will guide us. There are guiding steps to achieving those things. So one after the other, follow the instruction to the letter. That is what will make that goal to be achievable. Without following that instruction, nothing will be achievable. So those are the crazy laws in go-getting.
How about the part of prayer?
Yeah, the part of prayer is part of it. Because the thing is, whatever we have to do in life, the place of God is a constant factor in anything we set our heart to do. So the part of prayer is there.
Okay. I love the crazy Lord thing. I mean, Justin, we should get to work. We have more days to the rest of the year.
Commitment, consistency, that's the C part. The R part is our responsibility. We should take responsibility for all of our actions. And we also have to be accountable.
Exactly. Be zealous and, of course, yield to instructions. But, you know, I like the fact that this is used for personal goals. But for business, for corporate goals, does this apply?
Yes, it applies.
Particularly when you have to be a team thing.
It applies to any other thing you want to do.
Okay.
Because even in business, if you're not committed, like now, maybe for a businesswoman or businessman, you open shop today, tomorrow you not open. Or you open shop today, you don't have some products that they need. Today they come, they didn't get. Tomorrow, they didn't get. Next tomorrow, they will not come to you. That's the place of commitment and consistency. So it applies to every areas of our lives.
How about in corporate setting?
Even in corporate setting, it applies to corporate setting too.
Okay.
Because commitment is something that is
very essential.
Okay, Nick, I want us to talk more about this, the part of the Z part, the zealous. You know, say you must be zealous before you can achieve your goal. You know, sometimes some goals are actually not our own goals. Maybe it might be a set objective for an organizational task or something, and those goals you're supposed to go and follow, work with those goals. How can you be zealous about something if you're not really passionate about it?
Exactly.
There is no how you can be zealous without something that you are not passionate about. You can't be zealous about it because there's no drive. It's that passion that will drive you to achieve
So
the
in
goal.
that instance, what do? You're supposed to go with a particular goal, and it's like a task that you must actually achieve.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you're not passionate about it, but then it's been given to you. What do you do about it?
And you have to save your job.
The thing is, you have to drive yourself. If nothing is driving you, you must drive yourself. Yeah, in that situation, you have to drive yourself to achieve the goal. Yeah.
Okay, yield to instructions. Let's talk more about it. What instructions? The same instructions that you've placed for yourself, or how do you mean by yield to instructions?
That instructions are the steps that are needed to achieve the goals. Like the peoples, like you were talking about the organization. The people that you need a team to achieve any dream that you have in life. So those instructions are the things that you need, the informations that you need to achieve your goals, the people that you need to achieve your goals. And then, you know, in every goals that you set, there will be obstacles.
Yes.
You face some challenges. So what are the things that you need to do to affect all those challenges that will come? Those are the instructions that you need to follow.
Okay. All right, we still have Nike Ogunjobi in the house, and we are looking at crazy goals and crazy laws for goal setting. We'll come talk some more about really setting of goals in a moment after this quick break. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. Nike is still around.
All right, welcome. In case you're just tuning in, it's Galaxy today, and of course we're looking at crazy laws for goal getting, and we have in the studio Nike Ogunjobi. All right, Ma, while we went on break, we're saying something behind cameras. I mean, in a situation whereby you have a goal, this is a goal that you need an omnipotent hand or touch to push. You know, let me speak from the angle of maybe someone who is single, who has the goal of, it just have to happen this year. I have to be married this year. And in the look of things, there's no relationship, but you just want it to happen. In a case like that, what do you do, especially if you're the woman? I mean, you're not the one to go beg the guy to marry you. So what do you do in achieving such goals? Because it could be disappointing if you set a goal and you don't meet it.
In that case, you know, is that God factor. You know, because the thing is, in a relationship, that kind of relationship, marital issue, and you have set a goal for yourself, your mind is on it, you have prayed, you have done whatever you need to do. What I will advise the person is just put your mind into it and start thanking God. Start praising God and believe and see yourself. Continue picturing that image. Because this, I want to give myself as an example. This program, actually, is one of the goals I set for myself this year. And I didn't know how it's going to be achieved. But when I got a call, and the person just said, "You feature here," is something I didn't. It's beyond my imagination.
Okay.
So what you cannot do, whatever is beyond your power, which is God's power factor, leave it to him. Just continue thanking God. I believe it is achievable, and at the right time,
it will happen.
It will happen. That's what I would say concerning the marital thing. Because the time, like in the Holy Book of God, it says that his way are not our ways. Sometimes you might be looking at this is the right time for me, and it might not be the right time for God. So if it is not the right time for him, it will not manifest. It will not. But if it is the right time, it will.
It won't stop you from being positive.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nike, fine, we just talked about certain goals, maybe marital goals, I understand. But very quickly now, what about for some people? Okay, fine, it's almost the end of the year, and they don't really know what way their life is actually moving, what direction is moving. They don't even have any drive, and yet they just feel as if they don't really have hope. Okay, for instance, some people, they've been trying to look for jobs for like forever, years untold, and they've not been able to secure one, and this is like October, and right now they don't really know how or where next to turn. What should they do about getting that particular goal?
What I would tell those people is that it is better to look ahead and prepare than to look back and regret. They should forget what has happened in the past. Look ahead for the better future. Because what if they anyone that, like those that are looking for job, look for something that you like to do, something that you are passionate about, something that you do daily, that you do without stress. Just lay your hands on that thing. Before you know it, become your vocation. So it is still achievable. There's nothing, everything that we need is inside us. It's just for us to look within. For those people, let them look within and look up to God. I believe it is achievable.
So no room for redundancy. You just have to keep it doing something so that you don't just
there's no excuse.
Engage with something.
Okay.
All right, many thanks, Nike Ogunjobi, and she's been talking about crazy laws for goal setting. Let me just reiterate them. C for consistency,
R for responsibility.
And of course, A for accountability.
Z for zealousness.
Then Y is for
yield to instructions.
Many thanks to you, Nike. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that's our motivational chat segment for this week. We'll take yet another break, and